Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, and as you can see right here, I'm going to make a really fast chicken and mushroom curry. Got some lovely flavours in there. One of the predominant flavours is fenugreek or methi. It's got a nice little kick to it, nice amount of chilli in there. It's really fast, this one though, because I've made it with a chicken breast. And there's no bone or skin involved, just nice fillet. Really simple. Let's go and do it. Okay, let's take a look at some of the ingredients. At the back, start of the show, chicken. I've cut that into cubes, cut that how you like. That's breast chicken, no skin, no bone. Then I've got equal parts of diced onions, sliced white mushrooms, fresh, and then fresh tomatoes. Try and use a nice ripe tomato. Then I've got here curry leaves, fresh curry leaves. Here I've got garlic and ginger. I'm using fresh. If you wanted, you could use garlic ginger paste. At the back there I've got some fresh green chilli. Here I've got the powders that I'm going to be using today. As you know guys, if you're regular to the channel, I call that the big four. So a teaspoon, that's what I call a teaspoon by the way, of turmeric, chilli, cumin and coriander powder. Then here's my whole garam masala I'm using today, the seeds. I'm just using some fennel seeds and some green cardamom, but go ahead and play around with what you want. I mean, there's thousands of variants that you can do with the whole seeds. And then here I've got some methi or fenugreek leaf, which is a dried leaf. We're going to add that very, very distinctive flavour. I love that in this, it's beautiful. We're going to start this off with some cooking oil. I'm going to be using a sunflower oil today. Use any oil you want, or if you wanted you could use ghee. Some salt we're going to add, and maybe a touch of water. Let's get over to the cooker. Okay, so you're going to need a kind of a pan, and we're going to need a lid for that. I've got my oil in there, which is quite hot now I think. First thing I'll do is add our whole seeds, our garam masala, fennel seeds, and green cardamom. Like I say, that oil is nice and hot. Just let them do their thing in there. They'll pop and crack and they'll infuse that oil. Now we're going to add our curry leaves. Now they're fresh, so they're usually quite noisy. In they go. Instantly gives off an amazing aroma. Now we're going to go in with our onions, our ginger, our garlic, while I'm here I'm going to add just a little touch of salt. And then in goes our chicken breast. So we're going to cook this just for like 2 to 3 minutes on this kind of medium type heat. Then I'll be back. So that's just like 2 minutes. This chicken is not cooked, although it has completely changed colour, as you can see. Now let's get in our mushrooms. Just a regular white sliced mushroom, fresh mushroom. You could use some dried ones if you wanted, or a variant on mushrooms. There are hundreds. And again, on this kind of medium or just above medium heat, let's cook these for about another 60 to 90 seconds. Okay, so like I say, 90 seconds or so. Our mushrooms are just taking now. As you can see, they're just slightly starting to reduce in size and letting off a little bit of moisture. And it's at this stage, we're now going to add our fresh tomato. Now we want that tomato to really break down and become the masala or the gravy or the sauce. Now while I'm here, I'm going to add some fresh green chilli, totally optional as to how much you put in. Then we're going in with our powders. Remember what I said, the big four? That's turmeric, chili, cumin and coriander. And then the methi or the fenugreek leaves. Now what I like to do with this is just rub it in your hands, just sort of break it down a little bit, you know, make it a little bit finer. Very distinctive flavour. So like I say, yeah, just rub it there and it will kind of dust in your hand slightly. Now we're going to add a lid, and what we want is the tomatoes to give off some moisture, as will the mushrooms that we put in. We're going to cook this for about 4 minutes now, and because we've got a breast chicken, it's going to cook really quickly. Don't worry about that. There's no bone in there, no skin, just the fillet. So lid on. See how much moisture we've got at the end. We might add a touch of water maybe. Let's see. See in about 4 or 5. Okay, let's take a look now. Whip this lid off for you. Let's let that steam out. Alright, that's looking perfect for me. As you can see, it's kind of broken down and given off enough moisture to kind of create that lovely masala or gravy. Really happy with that. Check that for salt. I'm not a great salt person, so I don't put loads and loads in. Going to finish this off now with a little bit of fresh coriander or cilantro in the mix. Off goes the heat. That is super easy, super tasty, and it's not bad for you either. Really lovely. I'm going to enjoy that with some naan bread or some chapati, or you could try it with rice. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you soon. Lots of love.